YouTube, what's going on, YouTube? What is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy, one more time, Dedrick Jr. And now I'm back with another fragrance video. Smell good, family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. And as always, man, it's positive energy, it's positive vibes. And most importantly, it is positive vibes only, all right? So today, Smell Good, family, we are doing some first impressions, smelling some fragrances that are newer to the market. The good folks over at Afnan reached out to me and asked could they send over their two of their latest releases. I said absolutely. I'm a huge fan of Afnan. They're kind of like my favorite Middle Eastern house, you know, especially like the original circle. I don't know if that's a right or wrong thing to say, but like Lattafa and Paris Corner, and you know, just what I know, you know, especially, you know, as I was in the dupe and clone in my dupe and clone journey heavily a few years back, but Afnan still remains, you know, towards the top of the list for sure. Alexandria, Afnan, Yom and Leil, those are the three, you know, houses where if you're looking for an inspired take, that's the way to go. Kingsgate Fragrances is another one, that's the way to go. But Afnan always delivers some great quality, so here we are again today. So I don't know anything about one of these fragrances. I know something about the first one, but looking forward to seeing what they're all about. All right, so let's go ahead and tap in. So up first, I've already unboxed everything for time purposes, and you know, so we can just get straight to it. So up first, from the house of Afnan, we have Turathi Electric. Very excited to see what this is about. Kind of clash with my studio light for sure. Kind of light blue, watery blue, rainbowish reflective casing that we have here. Very nice. Inside, fragrance kind of sits right there on the inside. Has a description about the fragrance. I'm not gonna read that right now. And let's see what this one is all about. So here we are, from the house of Afnan, we have Turathi Electric. So here is the bottle. Very nice, very similar to the casing of the fragrance. Now I do know this one is supposed to be a take on Blue Talisman, and that is a great fragrance. It's one of my all-time favorite fragrances to wear, versatile, just amazing what X and Hilo was able to do with that DNA. So I haven't smelled too many takes on it. I only smelled one, and that's from Yom and Leil. That's Blue Spell, which is incredible. It's like a more powerful version of Turathi Blue, but a little bit more heavier on the woods, a little bit more richer. So that's the only other take. I haven't smelled, what's it called, the Into the Universe one. I haven't smelled that one. I think I had a sample of that. We'll do that one soon, but Into the Universe, I think that's what it's called, but I haven't smelled any others. So we're looking forward to seeing what this is about. We're gonna go ahead and get it a couple sprays in the air. Blue Talisman for sure. Gonna get one on my left hand. And from the Turathi line, Turathi Blue was outstanding. Great Bulgari Tigar take, beautiful take, love it. Love what they did with that one, man. My bottle, I got a backup bottle of that too. I loved it so much. I bought Turathi Blue. I bought Turathi Blue, and then Afnan sent me a bottle, so I'm sitting on the bottle, and it's really good. But anyway, Afnan Turathi Electric. Blue Talisman for sure. But this one right away is way more brighter, way more citrus on this one. I'm getting more citrus. Definitely get the juicy pear. So the pear and the citrus are definitely doing a great job here. Get a little watery, aquatic vibe to this one. Yeah, more aquatic, more watery, citrusy, fruity from the pear. Now I love the ginger and Blue Talisman, not getting a lot of it here. I may get a little bit of a fresh spicy take, it's underneath what I'm getting from that kind of aquatic citrusy feel here. Really nice. Quality is nice, blended pretty nice. Okay, so this one is definitely a little bit more, not a little bit, it's way more airier. It's way more fresher. Even than the original, and the original is fresh. It's fresh. Compared to Blue Spell from Yom and Leil, that's way heavier. It's a much heavier take. A beast of a fragrance, what they did with that one. But this one is kind of like like we're going out of town soon. Me and my wife are taking our sons out of town soon for a little summer getaway, and there's going to be water activities involved. I wouldn't wear blue talisman to the pool, and I wouldn't wear blue spell to the pool, but I wear this to the pool. Like, it just puts you in that mind of a fun, like a fun day fragrance. This one, I wouldn't call it light, but I would call it more fresher, for sure. So fruity, citrus. Yeah, citrus and fruity and kind of aquatic spin to it. That's what I'm getting here. Let's read the notes of, where's my phone? Afnan's Turathi Electric. Let's see exactly what we get here. Okay. Let's see, where are we at? Okay, here we are. So, according to Parfumo, this is Afnan's Turathi Electric. Fresh, fruity, synthetic, sweet, and citrus for sure. Top notes: pink grapefruit, pear, bergamot, and mandarin orange. In the heart, apple, cedar, and orange blossom. In the base, amber, ambroxan, vanilla, and musk. So yeah, definitely. I don't know what's giving me that kind of watery feel, aquatic feel to it. Maybe it's a combination of all the citruses with the musk. But very nice. Definitely in the blue talisman lane. I say it's around that 90 percentile of blue talisman. In my experience with blue talisman, the pear really stands out. The ambroxan and the woods really do its thing there for sure. And then blue spell from Yeoman Lao, it's blue talisman but heavier on the woods, a little bit more depth to that fragrance. And it's bomb. It's a bomb. That's what that one is. But overall, this is really, really good. Now, Turathi Electric is going to be the one that's the most affordable for sure. Now, I don't know how the performance does. I have to get back to you guys on that. I actually be able to report back on that when I come back from summer vacation with the boys. But yeah, it's really, really good. It smells like blue talisman. More fresher aquatic take on it. That's what I get to my nose. And I'm really interested to see how it does, maneuvering around in the heat, in the water. And that's where my mind just goes. It's very nice blended. I give it like an 8.3 out of a 10. Quality's nice. Love the bottle style. Just a really good fragrance here. Afnan does it again. Very nice. This probably, I don't know, maybe it's around $40 online. Blue Talisman is, $300 more. And Blue Spell is around $80 for 100 ml. So this is going to be your best bang for your buck. And this is good. This is good. Very nice. From the house of Afnan, we have, I was trying to see what this logo means. I really couldn't make it out, but Turathi Electric, very nice. Kind of like a summer stance on Blue Talisman. Good stuff. 8.3, 8.4 out of 10. In the neighborhood, around that 85, 90 percentile range for me. But definitely a different approach to the DNA. Yeah, definitely a different approach to the DNA. But it's solid. It's solid for sure. All right. Up next, I don't know anything about this one, like at all. And this one is called Rare Reef from Afnan. Rare Reef from Afnan. And again, I'm a huge Afnan fan. And again, the good folks at Afnan were generous enough to send these over my way. And here's what we're looking at. Rare Reef. Interesting bottle here. Kind of looks like, am I in focus? I hope I am. But it's clashing with my light a bit. All right. Now this is reminding me of those Azzaros, the most wanted by night bottles. That's what it's reminding me of. But nice. Oh, I like the little detail here. If I can get that. The little detail on the inside of the cap. Very, very nice. Kind of is a marble-ish style. Blue bottle. So I don't know what this is about. Now I've seen this bottle on my guy Ross's thumbnail, but I didn't get a chance to see the video. So maybe I'll watch it after this. But the cap is on there tight. I mean, you could definitely hold this one by the cap. It ain't gonna do nothing, but it's definitely on there. Ugh. All right, so let's see what we get. Get a couple sprays in the air. Nice atomizer for sure. That smells familiar. I don't spray my whole watch up. That smells familiar. What is that? What is that? It smells good. It smells it smells like Louis Vuitton's Pacific Chill. That's what this one smells like. Yeah, it smells like Louis Vuitton's Pacific Chill. Kinda got that apricot, green, citrusy vibe here. Kinda another watery, aquatic vibe here. Now this one is along the lines of the Louis Vuitton Pacific Chill. I have a small sample of that, and it's definitely along the lines. This one is more. This one is more close than. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say this is around 85-90% as well. Now I do have Yo Malele's take on it as well. And that one, they're taking Pacific Chill. That's another kind of heavier take on the DNA. The apricot in there is, woo, it's booming. Very powerful scent for a freshie for sure. But this one is good. Definitely in the vein of Pacific Chill. 85-90%. That apricot. I'm assuming the apricot note is going to be in the note breakdown. I don't know, but it is this green. Fruity, aquatic take. That's what we got here. A little bit more airier than Pacific Chill. A little bit more airier, a little bit more fresh. A little bit more fresh than Pacific Chill. I mean, I'm talking about a little bit, and that's not going to matter to anybody's nose, but it's just to me. I'm talking like right now, live, experience this thing for the first time. Very good. Another summer fragrance. Rare Reef, another summer fragrance for sure. For me, this is another one. I might bring both of these on my trip when we take the boys to have some fun. But good stuff. Yeah, just a summertime wear. That's what this is. The only time I probably would wear this or will wear this is when I'm outside running around, going for a jog, working out outside, or going to the gym. It's a good fragrance. It's a good blend. It's very nice. I give this one like an 8.2 out of 10. I like the Turathi Electric more. Maybe that's kind of like a profile preference because I like Blue Talisman more than like Pacific Chill. And Pacific Chill is nice. It's not my favorite take from Louis Vuitton, but it is nice. Apricot, me and apricot have a unique relationship, and I think Pacific Chill is nice. I think Rare Reef is nice, but it's not something I'm not looking to grab that fragrance or grab that profile like that. But I have tested a version of this from Yo Malele. I've tested it in the sun. I've tested it out and about, and it does work. It's great for the summertime. Let's read the notes of Rare Reef and see exactly what we are getting with Rare Reef from Afnan. All right, so main accords: citrus, fresh, fruity, aquatic, and synthetic. Top notes: orange, grapefruit, black currant, minty, definitely minty for sure, citron, and coriander. In the heart: basil, apricot, rose, and violet leaf. And then the base: amberwood, amberette, date, and fig. It's nice. It is nice. Not my favorite DNA. I think it's solid. But I think those who love Pacific Chill and you don't want to run through your $300, $400 bottle of Pacific Chill, this could be a great option. Again, this is going to be cheaper than Yo Malele. This probably be around $30, $40 itself, and it'll go down over time. But it's definitely in that 85-90% vein of Pacific Chill. Those who are asking, and I know somebody will, if you had to choose the Yo Malele takes over the Afnan takes, which one would you do? I would take the Yo Malele takes because they're a little bit more beefier, but by a slight hair, especially with this one. Blue Spell and Turathi Electric, they do two different things, but they have the same profile. So going out to the water park or to the beaches or out for a hot summer day, this is going to get chosen over Blue Spell. Same thing with Rare Reef. Rare Reef is going to get chosen over Yo Malele's take on Pacific Chill for sure. But honestly, this Rare Reef is really close. Yeah, as it continues to do its thing, Rare Reef is 90%. I'm going to eliminate the 85%, 90% close. It's a good take. Another great job from Afnan. They always do a great job. I haven't come across an Afnan yet in my experience, in my fragrance journey, that was an absolute dud. I haven't. So 8.5, excuse me, 8.3, 8.4 out of 10 for this one from Turathi, Afnan Turathi Electric. And Rare Reef, same thing, 8.2, 8.3 out of a 10. Solid, decent quality. Those who purchase these, you're probably going to be happy. You're talking about Blue Talisman, that's $400. You're going to spend 40 bucks for this. You're going to be happy. And you're talking Pacific Cheer from Louis Vuitton, $300 plus, $400. Rare Reef, you're going to be happy. All right, so Afnan has done it again. Packaging's nice, bottles are nice. You're going to get a good experience for sure. I'm not one of those ones that casts down aspersion on clone fragrances. I am not. Although lately in my journey, I'm not covering a lot of clone fragrances, only like from specific brands, like Afnan and Yeoman Lal and Kingsgate. But you know, all in all, you don't need a lot of money to smell great, and those smell really, really good. Those smell really, really good. You don't need a lot of money to smell great. You don't. So check them out, man. Afnan's Turathi Electric, Afnan's Rare Reef. Solid pickups for summer. For me, outside of summer, I wouldn't touch those fragrances because they are very airy and aquatic to me, to those DNAs. They just are watery, aquatic takes on those fragrances. So gym, pool, beach, hot day activities outside, pretty much where, you know, I'll be wearing those fragrances. But very, very solid quality and great takes on those DNAs for sure. All right, so let me know down below, Smell Good family, have y'all tried the new fragrances from Afnan Electric and Rare Reef? Let me know your thoughts. What are you thinking? How you feeling? Are they a yes? Are they a no? Really love to hear your thoughts and see what you guys are thinking for sure. All right, so again, shout out to Afnan for sending those fragrances my way. I really appreciate y'all for considering me and allowing me to experience the new fragrances. All right, so until next time, y'all be cool, y'all be safe, y'all take care of yourselves. As always, it's positive energy, it's positive vibes. Appreciate the love and support as always. Splack it up, splack it down, splack it that thing all around. And remember, what you put onto this world is exactly what you are going to get back. All right, peace, y'all. Until next time, splack.